It's got like he's eating it like chicken bones. Have you seen him, Mr. Kidd?
What's that?
The new Charlie Chaplin, the Gold Rush. He eats his boots.
Yeah, get it entered up.
How did we do?
6 guilty, 2 got off.
Indecent exposure?
You got a month.
Oh, sixpence. He was on a bicycle.
Come on, you two, break it up. What's that?
Giant eels, Mr. Kidd.
It's him. Oh, my God, not again. Mr. Girdler, sit down, sit down. Look, I'm sorry, things have been very slow.
Have you got anywhere?
I'm doing all I can, believe me, it just takes time.
Time. It's bloody years.
Getting it changed, that's a hard part. Once you're on a war pension, things are very...
They don't bloody care.
It's not that.
Do you bloody care?
Yes, of course I care.
Mr. Kidd, your presence is requested. Quick.
Right. Mr. Girdler, as soon as there's any news.
Do you think there will be?
Yes, I'll see to it. Now, I've got to leave here.
Thank you.
You wanted me, sir?
Who is that person with the appalling sniff? A client of yours?
Yes, he was gassed.
What?
In the trenches, he was in a gas attack, and he can't help it. It got worse, so I'm trying to get him more money.
Sit down, Mr. Kidd. Do you see yourself as having a future with this practice? A partnership, perhaps, ultimately?
I hope so, sir.
Then, sir, you must learn to take yourself seriously. I've watched you chattering with the junior clerks. That won't do.
I didn't realise.
You must cultivate authority.
I know.
Take a look at yourself. What's that on your sleeve, there?
That was the baby last night. I thought she'd sponge that off. My wife, that is.
Mr. Kidd, to have saddled yourself with a wife and family at this stage in your career. You know my opinion. I shan't repeat it. But now I have to trust you with an important assignment.
Oh?
Be assured I'd have dealt with it myself, but for other commitments.
What is it?
You know the Drablow estate?
Well, heard of it.
It's been my personal concern, of course. With this firm for half a century, Mr. Drablow was a China trader. He died out east many years ago, and we've looked after things ever since. Now his widow has just passed away, aged 72. Now, I want you to attend the funeral.
Of course.
The day after tomorrow.
Where will it be? In London?
No, it's at a place called Crithin Gifford, a little market town on the coast. You'll go by train, of course.
I understand.
No, you don't. Not yet. You're to stay on and clear things up. Sort out Mrs. Drablow's effects and any documents. Retrieve all private papers, whatever they may be, wherever they may be, and put the house up for sale. It should take you about a week.
A week?
If you apply yourself.
Wouldn't it be better if you yourself...
If I what?
I mean, you know all this.
Nothing to do with it.
I simply don't...
I can't.
I mean, the
Mr.
background
Kidd,
history...
I've told you I can't. I'm needed here. You can manage. Just remember that you represent this firm. And for the Lord's sake, tidy yourself up.
What to do? Just listen to her. Here's Daddy. You can tell him all about it. Eddie's been brave.
What happened?
It's all over now. Give her to me.
Bessie pushed me.
I did not.
She did.
It was that naughty wash tub. It bumped poor Eddie. Finish the nappies. Through the mangle twice now. Eddie, let Daddy get his coat off. There's a good boy.
Stand up. It's quite a cut.
Eddie had iodine on it.
Iodine.
Come here, Tara. I wonder if I've got anything for you. Let's see. No, I don't think we look there. Oh, we're looking at that one. What's that? Anything?
Yeah.
Oh? What's that? It's a kazoo. What's this? You tried. That's good. Go and show it to your mum. Go on.
Show it to Bessie. What a day. That Bessie, it's like having 3 children instead of 2. It really is.
Hello, little boy. Hello. I've got to go away for a week or 2.
What?
Well, it's business. Old Sweetman made it quite clear it's essential to my advancement. Oh, how? I don't want to. And you?
I nearly missed it.
Are we far from Crith and Gifford, do you know?
I do know. About half an hour. Excuse me, you dropped this.
Thank you.
I couldn't help noticing, Mrs. Drablow.
Yes,
Don't tell me you're a relative.
I'm her solicitor.
On the way to the funeral?
I am.
You'd be about the only person that is.
Well, I gather she had no immediate family.
No friends.
An old woman living alone, you might expect her to be a bit of a recluse.
So you might. Mr.
My name's Arthur Kidd.
Sam Tuvey.
You evidently knew her, Mr. Tuvey.
Well, hardly that. Not in recent times. I had no cause to visit her. And even if I had...
Thank you. Is the town far?
Over there, about half a mile. You won't mind a bit of a trot.
Right. Mr. Tuvey? Yeah. Where can I find a cab?
Cab? Here? This time of night? All right, laddie. Come with me. Evening, Charlie. Go round by the Gifford Arms with him. Take Mr. Kidd's case.
Thank you.
Go round that way, Mr. Kidd. It's a decent enough place. They look after you. Just staying the one night?
No longer. I'm to see to the house, all Mrs. Drablow's things.
Eel Marsh House.
Yeah, I expect to be in and out of there for several days.
Do you now? Mr. Kidd, if you should need anything at all, man, that's where you can find me.
Thank you. Good night. Good night, Mr. Judy. Good night.
It's gone time, sir.
My name's Arthur Kidd. Sent a telegram.
Oh, from London. There's your rooms ready. Albert! Here, will you? Drat boy. Oh, there we was it. Albert! Oh, all right. Very well. Come on, this way. Come on. There, you'll be warm enough. Keep the window shut, though. Keep the frets out.
Frets?
Yeah, frets. Sea frets. Sea mists. In a bad this time of year. They roll up in a minute out in the marshes. What you here for? The market?
I'm a solicitor.
Oh, lawyer, are you? What is it? Farm leases?
No, it's about a local lady, a Mrs. Drablow.
Oh, her.
She just died.
I know. Oh, he sent you here.
Did you have any dealings?
No, I didn't know her. I didn't want to. Now, we got a lot of work to do. It's market day tomorrow. That's 40 lunches. Now, have you ate?
Not yet, no.
Ah, down in a quarter of an hour in the bar.
I've just got a letter to write.
Quarter of an hour. Any side of them cigarettes?
Mr. Kidd, Arnold Pepperell. Excuse my glove.
You've been managing things here.
Yes.
These are the documents from Mr. Sweeting.
Oh, thank you. If you're ready, I think we should leave.
I trust you were comfortable. The market day's about their busiest.
It's all right.
Noisy, though.
Occupied men, away from standing. Put
Oh, a penny. Coffee apples? You want a coffee apple? Mr. Kidd, Reverend Greed. Your relative? Here it comes.
Solicitor.
Fought with beasts at Ephesus. What advantageth it me if the dead rise not? Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Beloved, God has a purpose for all of us in this life to which he has sent us. Sometimes we may find that purpose hard to discern, whether in others or in ourselves. But the test of our faith in him is this, that we should believe that he will reveal his purpose in his own good time, whether in this world or the next, which is his alone. So it is not for us mere mortals to seek to fathom the unfathomable, to know the unknowable, only to trust that God in his wisdom must have a purpose for every human life that he creates, or be very sure that he would not have created it. So it is with our departed sister, Alice Drablow. Forasmuch as it hath pleased Almighty God of his great mercy to take unto himself the soul of our dear sister here departed, we therefore commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in the sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who shall change the body of our low estate that it may be like unto his glorious body, according to the mighty working whereby he is able to subdue all things to himself.
Amen.
Well, she had one moaner anyway.
I saw no one.
Oh, she was inside the church and then waiting outside. I thought she looked unwell, but she's there now. Perhaps somebody ought to go and have a word with her.
No. Go away! Quick! Get away from here!
Mr. Pefferell, what's wrong?
They shouldn't watch like that. It's not be allowed. It's morbid curiosity.
Are you all right?
I have a mind to speak to the school teacher.
Look, you frightened that poor woman away.
What?
Well, she's gone.
My office is here.
How do you feel now?
Better, thank you.
Perhaps you should have a drink of something.
Now, Mr. Kidd, I have views on liquor.
I'm sorry.
Take a seat, eh? So, Eel Marsh House. Willed to Mrs. Drablow for her lifetime.
Correct.
And now it's to be offered for sale. Well, I can deal with that. But as for her personal possessions...
That's what I'm here for. I'll sort out all her papers and make an inventory. Will you come over with me and show me where I can find all...
No, I can't spare the time. I have some auctions coming up.
If you've got a clerk I could borrow for a day or two.
I'm on my own. Well, not in a big way of business, not like your City of London firms. Now, here are the keys. I've arranged for a man to drive you at 1 o'clock. His name's Keckwick. He's quite dependable.
Can't I walk?
There's no road, Mr. Kidd.
Then how
It's just a kind of causeway across the marsh. You can use it only at low tide. Otherwise, it's underwater.
I see.
You know, Keckwick knows the tides. Now, you must respect them, Mr. Kidd. They come in fast. You could get swept away. Some people have been.
Thank you.
I'll have 2 yards. How much will that be?
Oh, what's that here? I've hit the blasted corner. Hit the load, Ned. Quick, now,
A bunch of white heather.
Seems right enough, far as I can tell.
He's going to buy a big bunch of my white heather, make his lady please. Punch it in.
Yes, thank you.
All fast up here.
I'm sure now. The offside. Where we hit. Take a look.
Keep out of it, you. You're not going to buy, so clear off.
Oi, you little devil, come back here. Stop her, get off.
There's a log jammed under here.
No mistake now. Catch them ropes. It's shifting. Get on it, man. You've got to fall in.
I can't hold it. I can't hold it.
Going. Stand up.
Oh my lord! I can't! Come on!
Leave it, sir. First done for.
It's all going down!
You all right? I'm sorry. The rope must have snapped on the corner.
Mr. Sweetman wouldn't approve.
Huh? Oh, you did well, lad.
I had to. Nobody else.
That lot could have killed you.
Yes.
Now, come on. You need a drink. How was the funeral?
Oh, over anyway. Oh, by the way, you were slightly wrong.
What about?
Well, you said there'd be no mourners. Well, there was one. Just one.
Who was he?
It was a woman.
A woman?
She was a mourner. I mean, all dressed in black.
Are you going to the house?
This afternoon. Can I get you another?
Oh, no, thank you, lad. No, I've got to keep a clear head. Got deals to settle. Now, remember what I said. Anything you need. Thank you, Bill.
Excuse me. Is this place mate?
Put you down, boy. We're in a bit of trouble out there today.
More bread, lads?
An accident.
You heard about it?
Yeah, I've got time for it.
Yes.
Some gypsy kid nearly got mashed up. A fella pulled her out of it.
So I believe.
Should have left well alone. Too many gypsies around here. Market day brings them in. You know him, do you? Sam Tuvey?
Yeah, a bit.
He's had a good day. Bought a lot of beasts. Look at him, that pleased with his son.
You don't like him either.
Can't match his offers. You're not from around here?
No.
Let me guess. Buying and selling land, maybe? Big Sam's your man. Greedy for it. So you'll have half the county.
Just a house.
What?
On the marshes.
Eel Marsh House?
Yes.
You'll not sell that. Nobody'll have to do with it. Not Big Sam or nobody else.
Why?
Pass the salt.
Ah, you Mr. Kidd?
Yes, you're,
Gatwick. I'll be here with you then. Go on.
Is it far?
Mile or so to the causeway.
How long is the causeway?
That depends.
On what?
If there is any. The tide's in. It ain't there at all. I kept her going, you know. The old woman. Twice a week, regular, I've gone out. Sometimes more. If there be special needs.
Is this it? The causeway?
Yeah. It's got a name. 9 Lives Causeway, they call it. Like what the cat's got. It's what you need out here. Where the frat?
Sea mist.
That's a foreigner's name.
It was so quick.
That's it is. You go wrong here, and you're in the marsh. And then you're done for.
Have many been lost?
Oh, aye. Whoa, boy. It needs help, always.
This were our room. This was her chair. It was me that found her. When she died, I found her dead. Last week, that was. She was just sitting there. I thought she'd say, "Good morning, Mr. Keckwood." But she didn't.
Is that really electric light?
Come, I'll show you. Here. Her husband, he must have been keen on newfangled things. But he died out foreign. Mostly, she was just a widow. There. Now you've got electric light.
Thank you.
I'll be back before the tide. 3 o'clock, no later.
This is Arthur Kidd speaking. I'm in Eel Marsh House among all Mrs. Drabler's rubbish. This is Arthur Kidd speaking. I'm in Eel Marsh House among all Mrs. Drabler's rubbish.
And I must remember to ask Kequick to bring more of that yellow soap, so useful for washing floors. Last night, she did not come until 4 in the morning. Then it was bad. A bad night. Last night, she did not come until 4 in the morning. Then it was bad. A bad night.
Get quick! Get quick! I'm
I'm here on the path. I was coming to meet you. Get quick! Get quick! Get quick! I can't see you! Where are you? Get quick!
Oh, boy. Oh! Bit slowed up by the threat.
I thought you were...
I heard you yelling for me. Don't worry, I'd not have left you. Better get in then. Walk on.
Going back again. I'm not sure when. Give me a call. They all know Keckwick. Hold on.
Edmund Tuvey died 22nd of April, 1910. Aged 4 years, always in our hearts.
Mr. Tuvey, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes, this isn't really a convenient moment, Mr. Kidd. We're conducting business.
How do you get on?
I think you may be able to guess.
I trust you were able to find the papers you needed and make a useful start.
Oh, yes. Mr. Pepperell, I saw her again.
Who?
That woman. And there was more.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tuvey.
We'll go over these clauses some other time. It's late.
Yes.
Mr. Kidd, I'd be glad to offer you supper. I think you need it.
Throw him down, Mr. Kidd.
Doesn't he love you? I've never seen him make such a fuss of anyone. He knows your nature, you see.
What's his name?
Spider.
Wasn't that a dreadful name to put on him? Spider. It was my husband's idea.
Well, as a pup, you look like one. He's a little hairy thing, all legs.
Oh, look at that. Do you have children, Mr. Kidd?
Yes, 2.
Yes, I was sure you did.
Oh.
What are they?
Boy and girl. 3 and 4 and 0.
Mm-hmm. And what are they called?
Boy's Eddie. Edward, that is. I mean, we don't call him that.
And the girl?
She's Winifred. She's not quite 6 months, so we're just beginning to get to know her. She looks a lot like my wife. I hope she would. They drive you mad sometimes.
Oh, yes. But we weren't blessed. Were we, Sam?
No, we weren't blessed.
Supper is served.
Come along, Mr. Kidd.
Can you guess how much I've gathered up, Arthur? 9 farms. Big and small. 12,600 acres. Half a dozen faithful tenants. God knows how many laborers. And I'm not going to stop now.
I've heard it said you'll own half the county.
I might at that. Why do I do it?
I don't know. Why do you?
I don't know. No reason except to go on and on. Doing it becomes its own reason, you see. And in the end, there's no point at all. It's like all hobbies. Essentially pointless. You agree, Margaret? My territorial ambitions are singularly pointless.
If you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidd. I've enjoyed meeting you. So much.
Good night, Mrs. Toomey.
Well, let's talk in there.
But the worst part, the hardest to take, that is, was the noises, the pony and trap in the marsh and the screaming.
Right now, I'll be devil's advocate. Suppose I suggest a perfectly commonplace explanation.
You can try.
There were dense patches of sea fog.
Yes.
Now, those can distort sound. Blanket some off and let others through. Suppose what you heard was Keckwick's trap on the far end of the causeway, on his way back.
But the screams?
Seabirds?
No.
Ah, you're a townie. You don't know what a gull can sound like. They can make cries you'd swear came from, say, a cat or a baby.
I wish I could believe that.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Never have.
Why not?
They were just stories.
Made up?
Yes.
So you're a skeptic?
Well, I was until today. She was quite real. I felt I could have walked up to her and touched her.
Did she see you?
Eh?
See you, did she? Like I'm seeing you now?
Yes, I'm sure. It was her eyes. She wasn't just looking, she was hating.
You could tell?
It was somehow like a hunger. Kind of dreadful, mad hunger that had all turned to hate.
Against you?
It felt like that. There was a sort of power coming from her.
And that's why you ran. You were scared.
Well, she neither spoke nor came near me. If she was able to make me afraid, well, that was all. I'm going back.
To London?
No, to the house.
You shouldn't go there.
Mr. Tuvey, I've been entrusted with a job and I've hardly begun it.
You shouldn't go there alone.
I can find no one to go with me.
No. Nobody will. You're a brave young fella, no doubt of it. But after what you've told me tonight, you're not brave enough. Nobody could be.
Well, if that old woman could stand it all those years.
Or perhaps she went out of her mind.
I'll find out. I want to hear her voice on the machine.
Don't do it, Arthur.
Thank you for a splendid meal, Mr. Tuvey. It's helped me no end, and now I must say good night.
You're set on it, then?
I am.
Out there, on your own?
If I see her again, I won't be afraid. I promise you.
Take the dog.
I'm sorry?
You'll need a companion.
But would he come?
Ask him.
Would he come, Spider?
A bike? Oh, I reckon so. Well, he can have a land of it, can't he, Albert?
Thank you. I can take some provisions, enough for a couple of days. Bread and a few tins.
Oh, fair enough. So you'll not be needing a room again, then?
No.
You'll stay there? Eel Marsh House?
Say good night, then.
Come on, Spider. Come on. Come on. Come on, Spider.